My name is Liezl from Liezl Loves Books, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm just a girl who likes reading romance, romantasy, fantasy, paranormal, any kind of book in general. And I also happen to have cerebral palsy, and it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. I also hope watching my videos can make your day just a little bit brighter. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. In today's video, I'm going to talk about romance recommendations with top tier Yearning. I saw my friends Jess at Liezl Books and Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life do this type of video a while back, and I wanted to make this video too because I just read 2 arcs recently that I think have top tier Yearning. Unbound by Peyton Corinne. This is her 3rd book in her Undone series. And we're following Bennett and Paloma. It's a second chance romance. We go from past to present. We know Paloma and Bennett are not together in the present day, their senior year. So we go back in time to their freshman year, and we see the start of their relationship, how they bond over their mutual love of sports, and they continue to bond over their love of poetry, and how they start their relationship and everything in between and what broke them up. You see them in present day and they're still longing to be together. Their mutual longing for each other was so good. He combs her hair, he braids her hair, and that's a microtrope that I love. And the other arc I read was an romance book from A. Winchester. Carly and Maverick are from different social classes. Harley is from a rich, fluent family, and Maverick is poor. But somehow they form a friendship that turns romantic, and they're each other's first love. Every time they decide to be together, something always happens to pull them apart, and you follow them when they're 18, 23, and 38. And you follow them through the years. On the surface, it looks like Harley and Maverick don't have anything in common. Harley and Maverick are 2 sides of the same coin, dealing with similar trauma. They yearn to be together, but they can't be together because of other circumstances pulling them apart. Secret Haven. Fallon and Kyler are each other's first loves in high school. They were going to be in a romantic relationship. Kyler is in the foster system, and something happens that Kyler needs to be placed with Fallon's family. And he tells Fallon, "Do not tell your family about us, 'cause I don't want to get sent into a worse home. This is the only foster home that actually is a good foster home for me." Both Fallon and Kyler tamp down their romantic feelings, but years later, have to be in an arranged marriage. Kyler finds out that he has biological half-sisters, and they need to be in his custody. And Fallon is a social worker, and they get married so they can take in his sister. Fallon and Kyler are finally free to express all their romantic feelings that they have tamped down for years. All of Kyler's tattoos have to do with Fallon Island. Adrian and Dylan, I think. Dylan had been in love with Adrian his whole life. They were next door neighbors, but Adrian had always been straight, so Dylan tamps down his romantic feelings for Adrian because he knows that it will never be returned. He leaves their small town because he can't watch Adrian be in a relationship with someone else. But he comes back because Adrian's wedding and Dylan is his best man. And they go on the bachelor party with just him and Adrian. They go on a plane, their plane crashes, and they're stuck on an island for months. Every Breath After by Jesse Walker. Jeremy has always been in love with Mason since the first time he saw him when they were children, but Jeremy is Mason's twin sister's boyfriend. There's this ongoing plot that Jeremy's sister is missing, so Jeremy is in his sister's shadow because his sister disappeared, while also trying to get rid of his love for Mason, but that's just impossible because if you read the book from Jeremy's perspective, oh my goodness, you see that his love for Mason is genuine and true, and something happens when Mason is about to realize that the person he's been in love with is actually Jeremy and not Jeremy's sister Izzy. Something happens and they can't be together, and it's just heartbreaking. But the pining Jeremy does for Mason is unreal. Maestro. Chad and Aurelia meet at Juilliard when they are teenagers. We follow their relationship through the years. First they're friends, then they become lovers, but then something always happens to break them apart. Like it's that scenario where it's right love, wrong time. It's as if A Love Letter to Whiskey and Off Balance by Lucia Franco had a baby, because in Off Balance, the hero and the heroine connected through their mutual love of gymnastics, but Chad and Aurelia connect because of their mutual love for music, and I say A Love Letter to Whiskey because Chad and Aurelia can never get their timing right, like B and Jamie, yearning for each other to be together, but they cannot because of everything life throws at them, but you know they're each other's soulmate. King of Pain by J.P. Joseph. This is a friends to lovers romance second chance. Anthony and Chance, who work at the same record store, they bond over their mutual love of 80s music. Chance is running away from something of his past, and his mom wants him to escape that life, so that's why he's in Boston. And then you can also tell that Anthony has severe trust issues, because of something terrible that happened to him in his past. Like, he knows he's gay, but he doesn't admit to himself. But when he meets Chase, he's free to express himself and what he wants. But something happens in their relationship that before they can actually become a romantic couple, Chase has to leave. And it's 3 years later, and you can tell that their feelings for each other never went away. And Chase is a artist. Everything he draws is about Anthony, and you can tell their mutual longing for each other. You can see it in the way they talk to each other, that they're the only ones for each other. They're each other's first love. The yearning is unreal. Those are all the romance recommendations I have for top tier yearning. Please let me know if you have read any of these books. I would love to know. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Liking this video will help me out a lot. And I'll see you Wednesday. Bye.